Commissioner Baloyi, it's true in paragraph 23, I met with Fundiso and my nephew. And the following day, if you can look at paragraph 23, I said a day or two later, I met with Fundiso in the presence of her son, with my nephew. She informed me about this and this. Then we dealt with that one. Then in paragraph 25, indeed, a meeting was arranged between Katiso and myself. It was arranged by Fundiso, because she's the one who requested me to meet the husband, and telling me that the husband wanted to meet me also. Fundiso was there to introduce the husband, because I never knew him, I never saw him physically before. And she brought him along, and she was still going with the 17-year-old nephew. Then after introducing us, because she introduced the husband to me, she introduced me to the husband, she left. She left the two of us, and then she...
Thank you, Brigadier. So it was on a different date?
Yeah, it was the following day.
Okay, thank you.
Should I continue, Advocate?
Yes, Brigadier, you are now dealing with, you had touched on most of what happens in the meeting. You're yet to deal with paragraph 27.
Thank you, Advocate. As we were concluding the meeting, Katiso, whom I'm now knowing as my brother-in-law, now calling him Butke, he told me that a friend of his had been arrested, and he needed to know if the state will oppose bail, as he wanted to pay the bail money for his friend. And I told him right away. In actual fact, I just stopped him and say, Swara, me, I don't talk work-related cases with anyone, not even my wife, that I'll be talking to her. And if you wanted us to have a sound relationship, my work is off limits. We don't talk about it, my cases. After that...
my apologies. And when this happens, the only thing he was able to get out was that he had a friend and he just wanted to know if bail would be opposed and that he'd be willing to pay the bail. That's all he said. That's as far as he could get before you stopped him.
Yes, Advocate. Remember, he earlier on expatiated on how he grew up with friends. You know how we grew up at school and what. When I do recollection now, I think when he was telling me his upbringing, he told me that he had friends and what. So when he come to this, it crossed my mind that, oh, maybe the friend stories was about to tell me this. Then I said, no, Swar, I don't talk cases that I'm involved with any other person except, not even my wife, except at my workplace. We don't talk about my work. So he did not come to mention the name of the friend yet. But back in my mind, it was that when he is about to talk about cases that I'm involved in, then it will not be right for me to talk about it with him. And I don't know him. It's the first time I meet him.
I guess, Brigadier, what I'm trying to get a sense of is, was it as vague as you recall, the discussion about the arrested friend?
It was not. It was not that vague, because I was not thinking of anything big, but I was just thinking that if you coming to talk about the case that I'm involved, where your friend was arrested and was arrested by me, and you need some bail, I don't talk about that.
And just on your answer, so you understood him to be raising it because this is a case you are involved in?
Yes, yes, yes.
All right. Thank you, Brigadier.
Thanks, Advocate. Should I continue on paragraph 28?
Yes.
After that meeting, Fundiswa contacted me to inquire how the meeting had gone. I informed her in general terms that the meeting was cordial and that we had discussed various personal matters, including my approaching to the retirement. A few days later, I attended in the subs. The gathering was attended mainly by the police officers that we normally come together, including Sergeant Lebogang Tsukudu. Tsukudi and I have been friends since around 2017. I beg your pardon. We often discuss both professional and personal matters, and we attend social gatherings together. During the Stockfell, Sergeant Tsukudu and the colleagues mentioned that they were around my area of work, which is in the Sidibeng district, escorting suspects to and from court. And they quoted the suspect, amongst the suspect that they were escorting, there was a police officer suspect. That police officer suspect, whom we got to know, that is Michael Puletao. As the conversation went on, it triggered my mind that they are talking about the case that my brother-in-law Katiso was intending to lure me to assist him in the bail of this particular person.
Sorry. Can you please explain how you made the connection?
Commissioner Chair, these colleagues of mine, they are saying, Brigadier, we were around your vicinity. Now, we were escorting suspects of that case of Michael Puletao, that police officer, whom we normally discuss about those things when we are together. Then they said this Puletao was going for bail application. Now, the word bail application, it triggered my mind to say, Katiso spoke about bail application of a case that I've arrested his friend. So I put the puzzle together to say, oh, this is where Katiso was coming to.
I'm not beginning to probe at this stage. That will come at a much, much later stage. But I must say this, that I don't quite see any dots to connect there. I mean, as a police officer, I would imagine that there are lots and lots of cases that involved bail that you would have been involved in. So that's why I say I just don't see the dots that you would have been able to connect.
I acknowledge, Commissioner. However,
so if you acknowledge that, how then did you come to relate this to what Mr. Molefe had raised with you?
Commissioner, obviously, when now I'm alone, after parting ways with Katiso, I asked myself, which case was this guy wanting to talk about? And I could only imagine of a case that happened recently is of that Michael Puletao.
Oh, thank you, thank you.
Thanks, Chair. Should I continue, Advocate?
Yes. So you just recalled your earlier conversation with Katiso when he asked you about a bail and an unnamed friend. So line 4 of paragraph 30.
Oh, okay.
I then said to Tsukudu.
I then said to Tsukudu and them, because we were all with those other friends, without instruction or request. Kune autis barasam, ne? There's a brother-in-law of mine who recently spoke about requested me to assist him with a bail. He did not mention who is this friend of him that I've arrested that is looking to get assistance with bail. And then I stopped him. And then I told him that I don't discuss work. I said this in just a general comment while we were sitting and drinking there. And just to align this case, because I said, oh man, this case actually is the one that Usbarwambe Kulmangayums. Yoguchi Upule, I mean, this guy is looking for a bail. So I dismissed him and said, hey, I don't talk work with this. And then they said, this guy you say is your brother-in-law, Usbarwa. Yes, Usbarwa. So during the discussion, there were those things that Chukudu will say or some others will say, but why did you dismiss him before he told you? I said, no, that is not what I do with people that I don't know. The person that I've just met now then is talking about cases, and that is unethical for me. Then I dismissed him. He said, but he's your relative, Mos. I said, yeah, but still I cannot. And he said, but we think if you were able to, you should help him. He said, you can help him, Mina. I don't go that route. I can't help him. I cannot. Even if he's a family, I cannot help him.
Sorry, Brigadier, just to clarify a few things there. So at the top of the paragraph, when you say my office, you want us to consider that your work vicinity?
Yes.
Not necessarily your office?
Yes.
And then if you look at where you say, I then said to Tsukudu, you want us to then say, I said to the broader group, not just to Sergeant Tsukudu?
Yeah, because we were a team
All
of
together.
people. Yes.
And then where you say you said to them, someone asked me recently, you want us to change that someone to my brother-in-law?
Yes.
And so you clarified to this group that the person who asked you was your brother-in-law.
Exactly, Advocate.
And then you just said in passing that if they want to help them, you can, but you won't. Can you just clarify what you meant there?
No, Advocate, there were, when we were discussing, in a social gathering where you have casual talk. Mm-hmm. Now, the other one will say, Mara, you are not fair, bro. Askiru give brother kiswara sa umtago. Why o sa mthusa? Ke re, "Eh, ha o batla mthusa wena o ka mthusa." You know, just a general comment, like we will be in a social gathering, if I may make an example, advocate, we will be gathering and as boys will always be boys. And then we'll be sitting there and then this one will be saying, hey man, Braibi, lo taken low, I want to peggy man, why ungamnikeza chance. To me it's not my liking. If when is your liking, you can go for her. You understand? So
Oh,
it's
okay.
in that text. Yeah.
Okay, understood. You can
So
then.
or rather colloquially, you would be shooting crap, colloquially.
Much as I'm not sure
What this means.
but I think it sounds like it is like that.
Thank you, Brigadier. You can then move on to paragraph 31.
In paragraph 31, Advocate, I was later surprised to learn that Tsukudu had approached witness B about Tao's case. I never asked him to do so. I never asked him to convey any message to witness B, whether about opposing bail or about thanking her, as I've alluded in the above paragraph, how it happened. If Tsukudu told witness B or anyone else that I sent him, he did so with his own accord. It was not with my knowledge nor my permission that he is going to consult with witness B. I deny that I attempted to interfere improperly in the bail proceedings of Tao. I specifically deny that I instructed or requested or authorized Sergeant Tsukudu to contact witness B or any other person regarding Tao's bail. I did not ask Tsukudu to find out whether the state will oppose bail. I did not ask him to plead for bail. I did not ask him to pass any thank you message to witness B after Tao was granted bail. I acknowledge that I mentioned my conversation with Katiso to Tsukudu in a social gathering. And I must say, commissioners, that like I've presented my trajectory in the police, I've had 26 years as a detective investigating officer and a commander, not to know how bail is granted. I wouldn't have sent a sergeant to go and talk to a sergeant to request for bail or ask anything about a case or a bail. In my 26 years as a detective, I can tell that I'm very much experienced and I know what is the process and the procedure of granting bail. And this I can say vividly in terms of section 60, I think subsection 11, that talks to the prerogative that falls within the ambit of the presiding officer to issue bail. It is not the decision of the investigating officer nor any other person or no, the prosecutor, but the presiding officer on the day. Even if the state does not oppose bail, it's still the prerogative of the presiding officer to grant bail. And I've known this for years. So I find it very sinister that I will send at my level a sergeant to go and talk to another sergeant looking for a bail. I know of prosecutors, and I know of magistrates in my work environment. I know of the commanders of this organized crime. I worked with them, they're my colleagues. If I wanted to do something like that, perhaps I could have just gone to those relevant people to try and discuss this with them. I never did that. My mistake perhaps is to talk to my Stockfell members about this case.
Brigadier Nkhwasu, because you've started mentioning Officer Tau, did you know him before the issue of the bail? Did you know Officer Tau?
Commissioner Khumalo, thanks. I never knew Officer Tau, and I don't know Officer Tau. I've never seen him until this media flagged his photos during these proceedings.
And then Sergeant Tukudu, did he know Mr. Katiso Molefe before this discussion you had with him?
Commissioner Kumal, I wouldn't know. I wouldn't know, but I really don't know.
Did he give you that impression in the Stockfell as you were discussing that your brother-in-law had mentioned a case to you? Did you get the impression from Sergeant Tukudu that he knew who you were talking about?
No.
Okay, thank you.
Let me take you back to paragraph 30 on a very minor matter. The very last sentence there.
I beg your pardon?
Paragraph 30.
30.
Page,
Thank you, Commissioner.
yeah. The last sentence there. I find your use of any in the sentence confusing. You say, I was surprised later to learn he, I understand to be Tsukudu, took any action. Did you want to say he took some action?
Correct.